Hello and Namaskar. Welcome to another session of BW for HANA Tidbits. Today we are going to talk about something which relates to planning side of the equation in BW, especially BPC embedded. Now we have heard fancy terms like HANA based execution, AMDP classes, AMDP based characteristic relationships, AMDP based data slices, AMDP based planning functions. So a lot of blogs have been already written, so I don't want to reiterate the same point. But the thing which I want to drive home today is the overall understanding for any BW consultant who's working on planning, especially BW IP or now BPC embedded. We should know as a BW consultant what is the role of AMDP, which is ABAP Managed Database Procedure, in planning, and what is the role of HANA based execution, and what is the role of PAK, Planning Applications Kit, when it comes to BW based planning, or also popularly known as IP, right? Integrated planning, or now it is integrated in BPC embedded. Alright, so first we should know that what is AMDP, and then we will look at the overall picture. So you should have this overall picture in mind so that you know that where the places are within the planning application where you can actually use AMDP. Okay, AMDP is basically a very fancy term, I would say. So let's make it simpler to understand. ABAP Managed Database Procedures are nothing but SQL script code which are basically written for methods. So in OOPS ABAP, we know that we have classes and methods, and methods are actually implemented, and methods are where the actual processing or the code happens to fetch the data, to do the processing, to perform loops, to perform joins, etc. So methods are the meat of the processing. Now that method calculation happening within the method of a class can happen in ABAP application server, or it can happen in HANA database. If it happens in ABAP application layer, the processing becomes slow. Why? Because there is data exchange between the application server and the database server. Please keep in mind, these are two separate servers. HANA database is very powerful in-memory columnar database, but it is still a separate server than the application server ABAP. Now, when there is a data exchange, the time is lost between that, and therefore the performance is degraded. But if HANA does not have to send data back and forth to ABAP application server, and HANA itself can do everything in the database itself, all the processing, that's what is called HANA optimized execution, and that is done via a procedure, database procedure, which completely runs in HANA without any data exchanges between ABAP application server. And that database procedure connects to ABAP method via the AMDP process, ABAP Managed Database Procedure. So basically there are some keywords. If you use those keywords in the implementation of the method, when you write the implementation of the class, and when you call the method, okay, the method implementation, and you provide those keywords, okay, then the ABAP knows that okay, that's good. If this is AMDP, if this method is basically implemented by the database procedure, I don't have to do the heavy lifting. The heavy lifting has to be cascaded down to the HANA database. That will take care of it. I will just receive the data back from HANA after all the heavy lifting processing, and then I'll just showcase it to the planning application. So that's what is called ABAP Managed Database Procedure. So ABAP is basically your manager, and the database procedure is your developer. So manager used to do all the work first. Now the manager just says, okay, hey developer, meaning your HANA database, this is what needs to be done. Please get it done and give me back only the result. And HANA, as a strong developer, does all the work very quick, very efficiently, gives the data back, and then ABAP just displays it on the application. That's what is called AMDP. Okay, so in one word, it's basically a method whose implementation is done as a database procedure inside HANA. Alright, so before we go into the details of how you can implement AMDP for a planning function or for a data slice or a characteristic relationship, first we have to know that what is the big picture. So in a BWIP scenario or a BPC embedded scenario, this picture will give you the overall data flow. So starting from the bottom, we have the info objects, which are characteristics, key figures, attributes or hierarchies, right? So they all fall under info objects. And then based on these info objects, we create the ADSOs. Previous versions of BW, we used to call it the real-time info cubes, but they are no longer there in BW for HANA. So we have ADSO for planning, which has replaced them. So we can have ADSO for actuals, for historical data. We can have ADSO for planning. So here in this picture, we have one ADSO for actuals, two ADSOs for planning. And based on these three ADSOs, we have composite provider, which sits atop. And then based on that composite provider, we create aggregation level so that we can have the data or we can have the characteristics from all the three ADSOs. Now, there's a small box here which says data slice characteristic relationship, and that also has AMDP class. So basically, data slice or characteristic relationship is a planning specific concept. Data slice is to basically lock certain areas or certain periods in your planning application so that nobody can change that. Okay, that's logged. And characteristic relationship is basically to derive some relationships between the characteristics which might not be there in aggregation level but is part of your ADSO, and it is important that those characteristics are properly derived. The value is derived properly because your other aspects might be dependent on that. So basically, characteristic relationship is nothing but a derivation of a characteristics from another characteristic. Okay, so these also sit on top of the ADSOs, or these are related to ADSOs. Okay, they are not related to composite providers, so you cannot create them for a composite provider. You have to create them for the base providers, which are your ADSOs. Then we have the aggregation level, which is nothing but a subset of the characteristics and key figures, which is relevant for planning. Planning can be done on a higher level. Okay, planning is usually done on the higher level, not at the very granular level. So that's why we need aggregation levels. And then based on that aggregation level, we create input ready queries, BW queries, which goes and feeds the analysis for Office workbook. And at the same time, the aggregation level also feeds the planning functions, the filters and planning sequences, which are nothing but a sequence of planning functions. So aggregation level is important if you want to create an input ready query. Aggregation level is also important if you want to create planning functions, filters, and finally sequences, which is nothing but a series or a combination of planning functions. And then they are also embedded inside Analysis for Office workbook. So Analysis for Office workbook is your top level main application. Okay, there can also be web client, of course, but here we are focusing on the Analysis for Office workbook. So this is the overall picture of the BWIP or BPC embedded. You should keep this in mind. And now you can see that we have three places where the AMDP comes into picture. The first one is planning functions, which can be implemented as AMDP class and methods. Okay, basically AMDP boils down to AMDP methods, okay, inside a class. And then you have the AMDP for data slices and characteristic relationships. So these two can also be implemented via an AMDP method. And why we don't call AMDP method, why we call AMDP class? Because those classes has to implement special interfaces. So there is SAP given standard interfaces, and the methods are provided to us in those interfaces. So interfaces are important. They are implemented inside the class. That's why they are called AMDP class. And inside those interfaces, we have the methods which are implemented using AMDP procedure. Okay, HANA procedure. So that's why we call AMDP class. But essentially, if you look into the class, it is basically the method which is doing the heavy lifting, and the method is actually implemented using the database procedures. Alright, so I also want to talk about, now that we have understood the overall picture, now let's talk about something called PAK, Planning Application Kit. Previously we used to have BWIP, but now it is basically improved or enhanced by something called Planning Application Kit. So Planning Application Kit was introduced in BW 7.3. Okay, and if you have BW 7.4, you have to have SP5 or above to have the Planning Application Kit activated. And how do you activate this Planning Application Kit? You activate the Planning Application Kit by going to the table RSPLS HDB Act, and inside that table we have two different parameters or two different values: BPC Embedded Model Active and BPC HANA Integration Active. So Deep in HANA Integration Active is basically enabling the concept of AMDP, enabling the concept of push down of the processing, the complex and heavy processing into HANA database. An embedded model means that you are using the embedded model of BPC, not the standard model. So if you have both these rows inside the table and the checkbox is checked, that means you have deep integration. Okay, PAK enables deep integration. PAK was introduced so that you can push down whatever was happening previously in ABAP application layer. Now you can push down to HANA. That is called deep integration into HANA database. And PAK, Planning Applications Kit, enables the deep integration. Okay, and if you already have the planning functions or data slices or characteristic relationships and you are not sure whether you can run them on HDB or if they are compatible for the HANA database execution, there is a program given by SAP. You can run the program. It's called RSPLS_planning on HDB analysis. You provide either the name of the info provider or you can provide the name of the planning functions or planning sequences. And if you execute that and get a green status, means that that planning function or that planning sequence or that info provider can be executed or is compatible with the HANA database based execution. And if it is red, that means there is some component in your planning functions or your data slices or characteristic relationships which is stopping or precluding the execution on HANA database. In those cases, you might have to adjust the code, implement the AMDP class and methods, and then you'll be able to get the HANA execution. So this is a very important and useful program you can run to analyze the compatibility. And then if you are new to AMDP, you don't know how a AMDP class or a method is implemented, you want to know some example codes, you want to see some demos, and you want to copy the code and then adjust according to your requirements, there's another very handy and useful tool which is a program called RSPLS_SQL_script_tool. If you execute that, this is given by SAP to help you get familiar with AMDP, get familiar with the planning functions based on AMDP, data slices, characteristic relationships based on AMDP. And if you execute that program, you will see 4 tabs. I have just shown first tab, for example. So here you can see the HANA based exits for planning functions. You can see the classes and function type. You can see the HANA exits for characteristic relationships. You can see HANA exits for data slices. And here I have just chosen for planning functions. Just choose objects and execute. Once you execute, you will see SAP standard and your customer specific implementation of the planning function type, which is nothing but your planning function based on the AMDP class. So if you have implemented, it will show up. If not, then SAP standard example will show up. And if you click on the planning function type, you will see that it will show you the info provider, the function type, and the class for the service type. So this is the class implemented for the function type, meaning the class for planning functions. Okay, HANA exit class. Now if you click on this class, then you will see, so this is a class and if you click on this, then you will go into the details of that class, and there you will see what different interfaces, the mandatory interfaces you have to implement in your class. Okay, so the best practices: don't use SAP class, rather create your ZCL global class, Z global class, and use these interfaces, and you can redefine the methods and add your own codes. But this class is just given as an example for you to see that which interfaces are required and what are the methods you can implement, and within the method. Okay, so in this example, these are the interfaces for the planning function, and if you see the code, you will also see some methods, like for example solve and round matrix. So if you click on that method, which is an AMDP method, inside the method implementation you will see that there are some keywords. These keywords was what I was talking about earlier. So we have the by database procedure keyword, for HDB, language LLang, or you can give any language like SQL script, right? And then you have the options read only. So these are the keywords. If you write those keywords after the method name, by database procedure, for HDB, language LLang, or SQL script, options read only, then that method is now processed by a database procedure inside HANA. ABAP will not do the heavy lifting. Okay, so these are the example codes you can see what SAP has given you to identify two things. First, interfaces, what interfaces you have to implement, and second, the methods from those interfaces, how they are implemented, and what parameters or importing exporting parameters you will have to pass. So this is a very important tool. Second example what I have shown from the same tool is the exits, HANA exits for characteristic relationships. These will have different interfaces. So planning functions will have different interfaces, characteristic relationships will have different interfaces. So if you choose this analysis for stay as objects and just execute, you will see that these are the examples given for the HANA exit class for characteristic relationship. CR stands for characteristic relationship, and these are customer specific implementations if you have any. So I have just implemented the customer specific exit class for CR. So I'll go into one of my own Z class which I have implemented for characteristic relationships. So in that, the important part is that you have to inherit from a super class which is your CL underscore RS PLS underscore CR underscore exit underscore base. So this contains all the necessary coding for you to implement the CR based methods. And then once you have inherited from that superclass, then you will also implement the interfaces specific to CR HANA database execution. So there is an interface called IF underscore RSPLS CR exit HDB. This is a new interface given by SAP for you to push down the processing to HANA as a database procedure. And then for the AMDP, you also have another interface which is called AMDP marker HDB. Okay, this is a marker interface which just tells the ABAP that the processing has to be done in HANA. You are not supposed to do the heavy lifting. So these are some important interfaces, some important class from which you have to inherit your own class, and all that is given into these example classes. So SAP has given us a very handy and useful tool to get started with AMDP in our BW embedded or BPC embedded planning. So you can use AMDP. Using that, using this program, you can see the example codes and you can implement your own customer specific implementations. So with this, I hope I have given you the required primer for you to get started with the BWIP and AMDP within BWIP. Thank you very much for listening in. I hope you like this. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for regular updates. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.